Yeah, the 7th spot obviously was the difference in the game. But, when I was here in '02, we lost the first game of the Super Regional in Arkansas. In 2010, the program lost the first game with Coach Leggett to Alabama. So we're still alive. And, too many free passes today. And outside of the one inning, it was, not a bad game. And we got a lot of good players on that field. And, we had the bad inning. Too many free passes in that inning. Caglianone's home run was huge. Could have intentionally walked him, but that wasn't really the opportunity to intentionally walk him. First and third, no outs. You don't intentionally walk there. He did what great players do. He got a big hit. But it was a one-run game, 5-4, 3 runs scored, and then the dagger was we allowed 4 more runs to score. It was nobody on, no outs, no big deal, and then 4 more runs scored. So that was a tough one. But, hey, chin up, chest out, we're still alive, and we'll do everything in our power to even this thing up tomorrow.
All right, let's begin in the front, and then we'll come over here for question number 2.
Coach Sharper, CUTigers.com. I guess if there's a silver lining, the job by McGovern, he made the one mistake in the 9th, but really pitched a heck of a game for a freshman especially, and allowed you to save your bullpen, Gordon, et cetera.
Sure, yeah, no, Gov's a sophomore now. He's, school's out, so, but yeah, he's been pitching very well. That we've expanded his role, and, he was up over 60 pitches today. I think that's might be the most he's pitched all year, but yeah, he looked good, and it's just an uncomfortable at bat when he's in there, just because it's the ability to throw 3 pitches for strikes, and where most of the stuff everyone's facing is mid-90s. For him to be able to downshift and land multiple off-speed pitches, he's just crafty and he's good, and he's got a slow heartbeat. So. Yeah, he did a great job of holding them down a little bit at the end, but they had a pretty good one there themselves. Neely is their best bullpen arm, and he showed why, and was really spotting the fastball and the slider. He did a nice job and held us down a bit.
All right, let's go over here for question number 2.
Will Banner with Clemson Insider. Alden, just wanted to ask you what's the mood like in the clubhouse, and what's the message for tomorrow?
Yeah. I'd say our confidence isn't altered at all. We know we gotta win a series for a trip to Omaha. Obviously, losing game 1 isn't ideal, but just like we've been all year, backs against the wall. I think that's when we thrive and when we play our best. So, yeah, obviously it hurts a little bit to lose game 1, but there's no doubt in our minds that we're going out there tomorrow and winning game 2.
Let's go to the second row. Next question.
Yes. Darren Carter, Greenville News. Coach, in your opening statement, you referenced previous game 1s where the Clemson lost them. Where is that? I guess why reference those experiences, and how do they compare to this one heading into game 2 tomorrow?
You reference it because it's the program, and it's collectively, we've got our arms around the entire program, going back a long way, and we've done that all year of just connecting with, the alums of this program who've shared their experiences, and guys who have, talked about playing in Omaha, and they had to do it the same way, where, they took a punch in game 1. So, you reference it just for the familiarity, knowing that guys who've sat in their seats and worn their shoes have done it the same way. But yeah, it's a series for a reason. So we've been in this position before, and we've got a good pitcher going tomorrow, and we like our chances to even things up. And I couldn't think of a better group of guys to be against the ropes and have to punch our way out and hit and pitch and defend and play our way, off the ropes than with this team right here. So excited to see us come out tomorrow, like Alden said, with our backs against the wall.
Any other questions? Let's go here and then here, and that may wrap it up depending on how long we are. Let's go second row to first.
CUTigers.com. Talk about the hustle play by Jarren Purify there on that fly ball that was in shallow right field. It got away from him, ended up on third base. Talk about that a little bit. That was just flat out a hustle play.
Yeah, he's a hustle type of kid, and he's got game-changing speed, and some kids could be mad at themselves for popping up, but he was sprinting out of the box, and to end up on third base there, that was huge, because he scored on a wild pitch, and that was a big run for us to extend our lead early. But that's the type of player he is. That's how he plays, and he's fun to watch.
Let's go to the front, please.
Coach, obviously you're focused on winning this game in this series, but
Nothing. I mean, nothing. Just the opponent, nameless, faceless. We had our pleasantries yesterday. I mean, Alden Mathis doesn't want to hear about my relationship with Sully. Neither do as any of the other players. So, they're just the team that's in our way, and we'll just do a good job of getting back to the middle tomorrow. They're bummed out today because had a tough inning, and it ended up being the difference in the game. But I have no doubt that these guys will get back to the middle tomorrow and do everything in their power to even this thing up.
All right, we got time for two more. We're gonna go to row number 3 and then back to the front to wrap it up.
Let me throw some gears on for Coach. How good has Aidan been on the mound for you guys? It's just a freshman, and what do you think he'll need to do tomorrow to kind of answer the call?
Aiden's been awesome. He's been awesome just in reference to the entire conference. First team All ACC pitcher. He's certainly been a huge weapon for us. He was used mostly on Sundays throughout the regular season, and now we've bumped him up to game 2. But just incredible poise and maturity for a freshman. Just very disciplined. Has an incredible routine. And just one of the most regimented kids I've seen come in, just methodical with his approach, well beyond his years. And that consistency week to week has allowed him to be successful in his starts. So he doesn't need to do anything more or less, just be himself. Obviously, we're playing an opponent that's got a lot of threats in the lineup, and so he'll need to locate, and we had eight walks today, so we'll need to cut down on those for sure, because of the home run threat that they have. You just don't want to give up free bases, but I would expect Aidan will pitch well tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, let's go to the front for the final one.
Clemson insider coach. Aidan talked a little bit about playing your best with your backs against the wall. Do you maybe feel like you guys play your best with your backs against the wall?
I think so. I think we've played that way all year. We've played from early deficits, late deficits, big deficits, small deficits. I mean, there's been plenty of games, 25 times this year, where we've been behind, and they've come out and found a way to take the lead. And I thought we were today, visualizing a 4 spot in the bottom of the 9th. Just didn't happen. But yeah, this group, the way they have approached the entire year from meeting number 1 of just competing in everything they do, from the classroom to baseball to how they've served the community. They do all the right things. And so I have no doubt that this group, the personalities on this team, and just who they are as a group of teammates and brothers, and I have no doubt that they'll come out tomorrow and like I've said before, we'll do it or die trying. So I'm excited to watch them, excited to get back at it tomorrow. I wish we could hurry up and make it happen.